And good morning, everyone. It's Robin here with the post-aneurysm update for Thursday, June 17th. I just got back from the hospital where I had another CAT scan. I had one while I was in the hospital back in April, and this was just a follow-up to make sure everything was okay. I guess they'll call me if there's a problem. I guess I want to see if there's still any residual blood leakage in the brain. So fairly standard. Only took about 3 minutes, to get that over and done with. So it was a nice bike ride up there. It's a nice day out today. So I took my electric up there, and then I was taking the seat in with my pannier bag. I locked it outside with a nice heavy chain, and then I forgot my helmet. Somebody's bike rack came out a half hour later, still there. So, it's not like a high theft area anyway, so I was lucky. So I was in and out of there and back within an hour. So, yeah, just gonna see what's the latest news. Well, so how I'm doing right now, I've been doing fine, and nothing much has changed since the last time. Like I say, I still have the numb skull here in this whole third of the skull area, so that's going to take some time. It could be months, and I don't know, but that's just the way it is. So I had mentioned before that I have this thing called fibromuscular dysplasia, which is a narrowing of the arteries. So that might have helped cause the aneurysm, I don't know. But that's meaning that the blood is not getting through like it should. So I have to continue taking my blood pressure meds, which I've been taking anyways for years. And, just watching the blood pressure. So I'm still getting exercise. I'm out on the bike now a lot. And the weather's been great, so we've been taking it into Stanley Park for some good rides through the trails or around the park. And also working out at home with some programs. So yeah, everything's fine there. And I've finally been able to sleep decently. I mean, in the first few weeks it was a constant pain, and from lack of muscle use from being in the hospital, but that's gone away now. So I have been able to play guitar, as you can see. I've been posting pretty regularly. I think I was playing every day this last week. I've been busy making song requests for people off of my Patreon page. So if you haven't checked that out or you don't know about it, you can go in there and see that as a tier. For $100, I will cover any song, and that means I make a full video with a dedication to anyone you want, or you can just have it for yourself. Makes a nice birthday gift or anniversary gift. I've got a few of these videos coming up for birthdays. So I try to post them actually on the day that the person has their birthday, and they usually get a song as well. So that is a thing I just started about a month ago, and it's been going pretty well. I think I've got about 10 requests already that I've done, so I've been pretty busy with doing those. They usually take me about a day to make the video. So, a lot of people are requesting songs, but I'm not just doing requests like that for nothing. I've got to make some guitar income. And remind everybody that I am demonetized on YouTube, so I'm not making a cent off of my views or my subscriptions. Everybody's like, oh, you're making lots of money now. No, that's not the case. And I will show you an example here. So this is a shot of my channel analytics from YouTube. So you can see here, these are my views on the left in the last month. So over 4 million, great, right? And then there's the watch time, and there's the subscribers I gained. And here is my estimated revenue. So there you go. I have got videos now with 2.5 million views, and subscribers, still going up. And here's my last 48 hours view count. So I'm not getting paid a cent from YouTube. Some people think I'm making money, or they see ads, and the truth is that these are ads placed by YouTube and record companies. So if I put up a short clip of, like this guy aggressively asking me for money on the street, which is about 30 seconds, it has a clip from a Dire Straits song in there. Guess what happens? The song is instantly copyrighted when it's put up, and the record company is making all the money, and they probably made pretty good coin on that, as it's got 2.5 million views. And what do I get? Nothing. So I wanted to make that clear to everybody that I am not making anything off YouTube. If you see ads, those are being run by record labels that have copyrighted the songs that I am playing on the street. I often will try to get, if I can get around that, I will try. Like sometimes it just means taking a little piece out of a song and you can avoid the copyright. But that still means I cannot get any money for it. I cannot run ads. It is impossible. I cannot run YouTube chat for live tips or any of that. So all my income is coming from donation through the usual links, which are the PayPal tip and buying my songs on Bandcamp. What else? I've got some t-shirts for sale there, and also I'm selling my busking book right now. So a minimum $10 tip gets you my 8-month diary from 2019 on the street. It's been getting some good reviews, and it's a pretty quick read. You can probably get it done in 2 to 3 hours. So that's in a PDF format. So if you send me a minimum $10 tip, I can mail that right out to you. Basically, it's song support and direct tipping. So when I do all these videos from home, the goal is to get the song and the performance out there on YouTube. But also, if you're enjoying the song, please consider tipping for it, or at least buying the song off of Bandcamp, because the advantages are you're going to get much better audio. The YouTube audio is not that good, and you get it in top wave or FLAC or MP3 format, so that's as as good as you can get it. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, of course, you can watch it for free, but when I hear people saying, "Oh, I've been listening to this all day and all week, and I use it at work," I'm like, "Well, how about a tip?" It's like I can't just do all this for free all the time. So I am, trying to remind people that you can tip. And I put it in the description, which a lot of people don't read. And I also put it in the top comment on the page, and people don't read that. And people are still asking me, "Oh, you need a Patreon account." And I'm like, I have it. So I'm getting this a lot. So people are not reading descriptions. They're not reading the comments. And I'm even putting banners in the videos themselves with a reminder that you can donate. So I don't know what else I can do. Which is, somebody suggested I make a video like I'm talking here and put it in the front of every video. Well, personally, I would find that really irritating to have to see me talking about donations in the front of every video. I don't want to go that far. I'm also never going to say, "Please subscribe and like." Okay, that's never going to happen on my videos. I think people are smart enough to figure that out on themselves and don't need to be reminded. So in other news, I had somebody commenting. They said, "Oh, somebody made a video about you the other day." So I checked out the link, and yes, somebody did make a video about me, and it was mostly a compilation of all the negative experiences I had on the street. So all these encounters with psychos, and aggressive panhandlers, and nutcases, all condensed to a 2-minute video. So I watched that, and I was kind of freaking out, because it's kind of scary to see all of it one after another. It kind of gives the impression that's all that ever happens to me. Well, here's another fact of life about playing on the street. That doesn't happen all the time to me, but I'm putting up those videos because they bring the most attention. That's just the way YouTube works. YouTube thrives on negativity and that type of interaction with people. Most people don't care about my guitar videos. I mean, when I put up a guitar video, I'll max out views on that at maybe 1,000 over a week, but put up some aggressive panhandler video who's in my face, 2.5 million views within 3 weeks. And that's just the way it works. I mean, people are going to look at car accidents. It doesn't matter that I'm, playing my heart out for 2 hours. That's sort of, secondary. Most people don't have the time for that or the patience for that. So, that's why you're going to see these types of videos. I have also, positive videos that I like to put up. But unfortunately, it's the confrontation and the negative stuff that gets the most hits. And that's what fuels the channel. Gets my subscriber base up. So I got a lot more subscribers yesterday because of this guy making this video. And I think he had like 170,000 subscribers. So a bunch of them came over, which is nice. It's, I appreciate that kind of thing. I mean, he's now making money off my material. I could look at it that way and say, well, because he's running ads using my footage. So I'm not crazy about that. But, it's getting the word out there. So if some people find the channel, then it's fine. I also had another offer to play guitar on some guy's channel. He was doing videos from famous guitarists and also not so famous guitarists playing a 1 minute backing to a 1 minute backing track and then analyzing the style of the guitar player. And again, he runs this and he's getting views and he's making money off of it. So I'm not sure whether I want to do that. Again, I could think about it as promotion, but I haven't decided yet if I want to do that. And he has a fairly popular channel too, but not any more popular than mine. So I've seen, the guitarist from Blue Oyster Cult already did a video on there of him playing this 1 minute piece. So that would be kind of cool to be, it's like you do your own interpretation of the piece, which I'm doing all the time anyway. So I'm still thinking about that, whether I should do it. My subs have continued to go up. I mean, there was a brief lull the last month or so where it kind of slowed down to almost nothing. But then this guy made the video and it picked up again. So I'm continuing to post videos once a day. I don't know how much longer I continue that pace, but I still have quite a bit of a backlog of material from 3 years of busking, which is another thing I will talk about. It's unlikely that I will be going out to busk again. A lot of people are seeing my busking videos and they think this is happening right now, and it's not. This is all footage from 2016, 2017, 2019. Yeah, so I'm kind of picking stuff out from these 3 years, and I still have a ton more to do. So I could probably keep that going for the next 2 years, and people will still think I'm out there. So, as I mentioned before, this was a lot of stress, and like I say, there were, fun moments as well. I mean, you're going to get both, bad and good. But overall, a lot of stress. I mean, I was not only physically stressed because I would play, anywhere from 3 to 8 hours in a day, and just basically going on water. I was so tired that when I got home, I, quickly had something to eat and passed out on the couch. That's how it was. So, and then also dealing with the mental stress of the constant, mental and sometimes physical abuse. I've had to defend myself using my guitar as a weapon. And I had this guy arrested once who actually attacked me for playing Pink Floyd. He wasn't happy about Pink Floyd. So he would instruct people around me not to tip me. And then he eventually slammed me in the head with his bag of stuff, and I actually slammed him in the face with my guitar. And then I held him and had him arrested. And as he was put in the paddy wagon, I went back to playing Pink Floyd. So it was a perfect ending. So people have no clue, really, what goes on. I get so many of these comments, oh, you should do this, oh, you should do that, oh, yeah. Everybody's an expert, but really nobody has a clue what is going on there unless you're actually out there and you live it. And I'm talking about the same spot, and then you do it for like a year. Otherwise, it's just ridiculous. It's like, oh yeah, man, have you tried playing this music? Have you tried playing that? So, I get all these types of comments all the time, and I can't really deal with them anymore. So I just recommend people buy my book and read that to get an idea of what goes on in the street. It's a very specialized type of job that most people are never going to have experience with. I mean, you'd have to be working in the same area. And I talk to buskers down there, and they know what I'm talking about, because we all go through the same thing when we're down there. And, you know, these are guys who have been doing it for a while. So, you know, it really gets to me when I listen to couch potatoes giving me advice about something they don't have a clue about. They don't play an instrument. They've never busked, you know. So that's one of the things I have to deal with. And I'm still getting a lot of trolls, blocking lots of people for their ridiculous comments all the time. But that is something that I said is probably not going to happen again. I mean, it's pretty well out for this year already. I mean, it's still banned. And I really don't have a great desire to do it. I'm pretty busy with the YouTube channel now. And I'm playing guitar from home, which is much more pleasurable. And I'm able to concentrate and get a good track done the way I want. I mean, I was able to do that on the street as well, but not as often, because you can't just play originals and expect to make any money. So I think I did it long enough, and I got to watch my health now, you know, keep the blood pressure low. I mean, I just had an aneurysm, so why should I stress myself out with these nutcases? I mean, it is pretty bad in Vancouver. A lot of people always think I'm in the States or Toronto. No, this is Canada. Vancouver is now, you know, one of the worst homeless situations, drug addicts everywhere. And I mean, they're right across the street here, screaming at night in the little park. There's no escaping them. It's like the number one complaint from tourists when they come here. They just can't believe seeing people sleeping all over the streets. So, you know, it's just getting worse. So that means it gets worse for me too when I'm downtown, because I'm busking in an area very close to the downtown east side, which is, you know, the worst area in all of Canada. It's really nasty. And they all filter down from there to the train station, to the bus stop area. So you're dealing with addicts and drunks and psychos. I mean, they're not all aggressive, but there's enough aggressive ones out there that it can be a nightmare, especially when you have to deal with it every day. So you really have to build like a turtle shell to survive out there, and that's what I had to do. And that's all going to catch up to you one day, you know. I mean, for me, it was a few years of that, followed by a year of this COVID BS. That's a lot of stress, and that very likely attributed to my aneurysm. I have no doubt about it, because you can't escape that kind of thing when it's going on all the time. So the best thing was I got all these videos out of busking, and I have, you know, lots of songs to post, and I'll even be reposting old ones, because I'm looking at my old stuff from a year or 2 years ago. Nobody watched this because I had hardly any subscribers. I think I had, up until December, I had like 3,000, 4,000 subscribers. That was in 15 years, if you can believe it. I've been posting 1,000 videos of guitar playing. Nobody cared. And then I had one go viral, and, you know, a second one go viral, and then I suddenly got some attention. But most of that old stuff doesn't have any views either, so I'm just going to repost it. People have very short-term memory as far as videos go. I've got people asking me for stuff that I just posted 2 weeks ago. I don't get it. It's like if it isn't there right in front of you, you don't see it. You know, they can't bother to dig back a week. Oh, you should do some more, you know, do stuff about your gear and your guitars. And like, I already did it. So I've now put some more important videos into playlists. So if you're looking in my channel, you can go into playlists and see, you know, a list for equipment and my guitars, maybe 3 videos in there. Then there'll be a section for all the crazy encounters I've had on the street. There's about 25 videos in there. And then the positive encounters I've had on the street, that's a lot less. And then, you know, I'll be putting in, you know, my aneurysm diaries, because people ask about that. They don't know. They're like, oh, what happened to you? You know, what about this near-death experience? So then I have to point them to the videos. So you can find all that now under playlists. And you'll see the whole thing right from when I was in the hospital. And then I'll be making playlists more of, or I think I already got them, of bands and band performances and things like that. So I think I've kind of put it all together there in a way that's easier to find. So hopefully that helps. So anyway, I think that will cover it for now. Like I say, I'm still doing well. And, you know, the summer's here, so it's easier to get out and work out. And I'll continue playing guitar from home. So I hope you will appreciate these jams I'm putting up. And, you know, if you really want to get a request in, you can do it. Like I say, it's $100. It usually takes me a whole day to do a request like this, because I usually have to learn the song, and then I make a backing track and do the video and do the post-processing and all that. So it's a nice little gift, and I'm pretty much open to anything except Mustang Sally. So there you go. Until next time, take care.